YouTube versus LinkedIn. Are you in a social media bubble? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian.Heise here and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee because we're going to have a look at some poll results from a poll I did here on my YouTube channel and then one I did from my LinkedIn profile. Now, back in the day, I had a bit of a competition with a mate who could get the most LinkedIn connections. And you know who won? Rachel, because she went nuts. But then, I still managed to get, 15,000 or something connections on LinkedIn. So a sizable number of people and a sizable number of professionals and people in the construction industry and a variety of, quite a cross-section of people on LinkedIn. I think I was in the top 5% or something. That marketing campaign they did years past. Now, the reason I bring this up is because, I'm seeing a lot of comments, a lot of people declaring things with utter certainty. And it really comes across that some people may be in a social media bubble. Now, this is the problem. If we're consuming media that we choose or that the algorithm drives to us, we may only be seeing media that the algorithm knows we want to watch. It's training us. It knows what we want to watch. It knows what we want to see. So perhaps, and this is the danger, perhaps you're only being exposed to one side of the argument. So some people are so certain that everyone supports their opinion, everyone's 100%, when I'm a little skeptical. The question and poll I put to YouTube and to LinkedIn was regarding the protests. Do you think the majority of Australians support the protests? And this wasn't asking people if they support the protests, it's if they think the majority of Australians support the protests. And here on YouTube, we have 4,000 votes. Thank you all very much. And it was 57% were going yes, while 43% were saying no. Now, I don't think the majority support the protests. And in this regards, I'm referring to the lockdown protests. I think the majority of people are, at this stage at least, are not supportive of it. I think they're buying to the media and they're frustrated with these people. They're accepting it. Why don't they just stay at home and put up with it like us and just get it done and dusted with? That's what I suspect from people I've talked to and from what I'm hearing. So I thought it'd be interesting to compare this poll to a LinkedIn one. 57% are yes, 43% are no. Now, LinkedIn doesn't have the same numbers because, frankly, I haven't been posting as much there. Maybe I should, but it's interesting to see. So let's have a look. Here we've got 21% said yes, and 79% said no. 5,051 views, but only 137 people voted. Well, we'll have to see. Maybe I need to get a bit more active on LinkedIn. I've been sharing content from my YouTube channel there, but I've been a bit lazy with it. Maybe I need to put more effort in back again. But the problem with LinkedIn, you get spam with phone calls and marketing rubbish, and you can pick your pronouns on there, so that should tell you. But this isn't Twitter. This isn't Twitter. So look at the difference. Here on YouTube, 57% are saying yes, 43% are saying no. Well, 79% are saying yes, are saying no on LinkedIn, and only 21% are saying yes. Do you think the majority of Australians support the anti-lockdown protests? Now, specific here. If we have a look here, and these are some of the comments. We had a variety of them. As an Australian citizen, it is our democratic right to protest. And sympathy swing more towards the protesters when the police used rubber bullets on the peaceful crowd. Now I think that is a lot of people, that's a bit of a wake-up call to some. We'll have to see how it goes. I think foreigners are reacting a bit more shocked than most Australians. I don't think people realise what Australia's like, to be honest. We're not that carefree country that everyone thinks we are. We are a nanny state more than any other part in the world. It's just nuts. So there's an order that must have come from El Duce himself. No, not really. just crowd control. They've got the equipment, they've had it for a while, they've had the power to do it. Here's the thing, everyone's thinking this is some tyrannical takeover. This has been the power of our political leaders, our establishment. These Biosecurity Act requirements have been in place for a long time. None of this is new, everyone. The emergency powers, the Victoria responding to their, the ability to ignore the Human Rights Charter, it's all established, all old. No one really cared or paid attention to this back in the past when people were raising these issues. Because, well, liberty and personal agency even in Australia isn't such a big thing. We're a very, very socialist country. Here's an idea, find another way to get your message out there and then stay the F home like the rest of us. You even get some interesting comments on LinkedIn as well. They're not all, airy-fairy nice type of stuff. So what's the solution here, everyone? If everything you're hearing is just the same opinion, everyone agrees with you, what's the solution? What's the takeaway to this, guys? Well, I'll get on my soapbox. I think if everyone you're talking to, everything you're hearing, all the media you're consuming is just agreeing with your position, that's concerning. You want to have a variety of opinions put in front of you. You want to be able to respond to it. You want to at least challenge it. You don't want to dismiss something that's counter to your narrative. That's a little concerning, because then you're not really looking for information. You're just looking for something to confirm your already accepted opinion. And you'll see that that's a danger. And that can be exacerbated now more than ever with the social media, the bias, and all the algorithms driving content to get eyeballs, to get people watching. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to start doing polls on both YouTube and LinkedIn to start comparing them. And there will be some crossover. I know some people view my content through what I share on LinkedIn, but it is another audience. I think that maybe Twitter as well, just to try and get a bit of a variety of feel. Because I think, honestly, some of the people with some of the comments I'm seeing here, they must be so deep in a social media bubble, or the people they meet. I mean, if you talk to 100 people at a protest and they all agree with you, yeah, that's not 100 people, that's one opinion. Okay, but it's one position. They're there to fight an ideological fight. That's different to talking to some other people that are not involved in it. And you've got to remember we're in a democracy here. So you want to get a variety of perspectives, because it's dangerous if you don't. So what do you think, everyone? Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. What do you do to get a variety of opinions? And, what are you hearing from people you talk about on your day-to-day lives? As always, thank you for watching. Like, share, subscribe to the channel. Let me know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. Sign up for SelfWealth or Stake. Use our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can buy our merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day, and I'll see you all next time. Bye for now.